Hello from the other side, CJ here, and Realme's new budget-friendly phone is here. Meet the Realme C100, and it's got to be the most affordable smartphone, packing a huge 8,000 mAh battery. Spoiler alert, that actually translates to longer battery life. But aside from that, how does it fare when it comes to everyday use? We'll find out in this review. Roll that intro. Okay, we gotta admit, the Realme C100 doesn't look like a budget phone, at least from afar. Our unit is in this purple colorway and sports a reflective feather-like pattern on the back that shimmers depending on how the light hits it. It also has a rectangular camera island over here on the upper left corner, although don't be fooled, it only houses one actual camera underneath. Realme says the camera module is made of metal, and it actually feels like it. Notice the third lens? That's the so-called pulse light, which illuminates for stuff like notifications, music playback, and so on. Once you hold the device, that's when you realize it's not as premium as it looks, and that's okay. It uses an all-plastic build with flat sides and a flat screen. For iOS facing the screen, you'll find both the power button and the volume rocker on the right, the hybrid SIM trays on the left, while the mic, USB-C port, and speaker grill are on the bottom. There's nothing to see on the top side. Even though the phone uses a plastic build, Realme surprisingly put strong overall protection on the C100. It sports up to an IP69K rating for dust, water submission, and even high-temperature water jets. It also gets a military grading rating for some level of drop resistance. And wait, there's more. Its display has armor shell glass on top, and it even comes with a screen protector film pre-installed out of the box. Speaking of the screen, the C100 sports a 6.8-inch IPS LCD panel with an HD Plus resolution, so things won't be as sharp, but it's decent enough for daily use. We have no complaints about stuff like watching videos or scrolling through socials. The viewing angles here are good, and the colors remain consistent no matter the angle you're looking at. It's also fairly bright for an LCD panel, having up to 1200 nits in high brightness mode, so the screen remains visible outdoors. However, navigating around doesn't feel as snappy. The screen does feature up to a 120Hz refresh rate, but occasionally, you'll notice some micro stutters here and there. The bezels here are quite thick, especially at the chin, and it only has a single downward-firing loudspeaker, so watching movies won't be as immersive. Plus, the wideband level is capped at L3, so watching Netflix is going to be limited to SD quality. Now, when it comes to the listening experience, it's as expected for its price. The single loudspeaker isn't as loud even at 400% volume, and it sounds muddy overall with poorly defined highs and mids and no bass at all. For biometrics, there's the power button that doubles as the fingerprint sensor, joined by face recognition. Unlocking the phone using either method is quick and reliable, especially the fingerprint sensor. That said, there's still a bit of delay. As soon as your finger touches the sensor, the screen unlocks after a split second. Moving on to camera performance, the Realme C100 features a 50-megapixel main camera on the rear, paired with an auxiliary lens of some sort, joined by an 8-megapixel selfie shooter. In well-lit environments, the main camera surprisingly does a decent job at capturing subjects. Mainly thanks to AI processing, the outputs come out respectable with decent sharpness, nice colors, and acceptable level of dynamic range. When taking the shot, it may look like it has blown out highlights, but once the photo processes, it'll try to bring out the proper highlights and shadows, giving you a decent shot. It can shoot up to 2 times, but that's when it starts to introduce some harsher grain, making it look less sharp. Selfies are also decent. Not a lot of sharpness here, but it does your skin color and texture some justice. For videos, both the front and the rear cameras are capped at 1080p at 30 frames per second. With the lack of stabilization of any sort, Videos tend to be shaky, so you'll need some steady hands. The overall sharpness is respectable, though the colors can sometimes be washed out. Zooming in using the camera controls is slow for some reason, but overall, it can reliably focus on subjects.
Oops, early Tech. Right now we're using the Realme C100 and we're shooting at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So right now we're utilizing the front-facing camera and this is the sample video of it. And tell us your thoughts about the camera quality and audio quality of this phone.
Now, let's talk about performance. Under the hood, the Realme C100 is equipped with the MediaTek Helio G92 Max, combined with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of expandable storage. It's almost a 2-year-old chip, but it can still perform. Well, kinda. Apps tend to load quite slowly, usually taking a couple of seconds to open. Maybe that's because the phone is using an eMMC storage, which is relatively slower than UFS. Although, once it loads apps resources properly, the phone is fairly responsive in our experience. Multitasking is definitely possible on this phone, using split screen with a floating window on top. No obvious lag, but like I said earlier, there can be micro stutters at times. RAM management is also handled fairly well with multiple apps running in the background without aggressive app reloading. One thing's for sure though, this phone is not designed for gaming. As you can see in our benchmark results, the C100 barely passed the 400,000 mark in Antutu version 11, and in 3D Mark Wildlife, it only got an average of about 4 FPS, so that says a lot. We tried playing Mobile Legends, which is a lightweight mobile game. Setting it to the lowest graphic settings possible, the gameplay didn't feel smooth, even with the so-called GT booster enabled. The same goes with Pokemon TCG Pocket, and that's a card game by the way. The phone wasn't able to run smoothly. The game was unresponsive and there was obvious lag throughout our gameplay. Thermal management is great since it doesn't have to push much power in the first place. But what's interesting here is the phone cooling feature that's recommended to use after a heavy workload, such as taking a video for a long time for example. It takes a couple of minutes to cool the phone down. For the most part, the phone can still handle your entertainment needs and a little bit of productivity apps, which is more than enough for its segment. Software-wise, the C100 ships with Realme UI 7 on top of Android 16. The software experience is respectable with a bunch of customization options for the lock screen, apps, and you can even change the control center layout. Although as expected, it comes with a considerable amount of bloatware with pre-installed apps like TikTok, Shopee, Netflix, and a bunch more that are grouped in app folders. The UI design honestly looks nice and feels quite intuitive as well, despite the phone not being the fastest out there. And we didn't encounter any heavy stutters when multitasking. It also comes with a couple of AI tools such as AI Editor inside the Photos app and AI Assistant for notes. That said, you can definitely get some work done using the C100. Battery life is where the Realme C100 really shines. Inside is a whopping 8,000 mAh unit that provided us with some serious uptime. In our PC Mark battery life test, it lasted 26 hours and 9 minutes, and it even lasted longer in our video loop test, passing the 34-hour mark. That's an impressive battery life, and since our workload didn't require much processing power, it could go on for a couple more days before charging it again. Speaking of, it supports 45 watts of wired charging, which refills the battery in about an hour and a half. Not much to mention, it supports reverse wired charging to charge other devices and accessories. While it also supports bypass charging, it wasn't really much of use in our opinion, since you can't really game on this thing. So there's that. Connectivity-wise, the phone supports dual nano SIM with 4G LTE, Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.3, and GPS. It even comes with a micro SD card slot for storage expansion. Before moving on to our verdict, let's talk about pricing. Sadly, we don't have the official pricing info just yet for the Realme C100. For reference, last year's C75 retailed for 8,999 pesos, so we can expect the C100 to be priced around the same range. But with the Ramageddon that's been going on, we think that the price is likely going to be higher than before. So, what do we think of the Realme C100? The Realme C series has long been a compelling option in the budget category. The Realme C100 is no different, but it could have used some improvements. The performance, while mostly decent, is held back by an aging MediaTek chip, and the audio-visual experience isn't the best. In this case, however, the pros outweigh the cons. It sports a nice design with insanely strong protection, surprises with decent camera performance, and most importantly, impresses with solid battery life. This is looking great for those who just want a functioning daily phone, capable enough for handling the basics. But what do you think of the Realme C100? Will you get this anytime soon? Let us know in the comment section below. If you find this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on the socials for more tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been CJ, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye! See you later!